Hola a todos. En ese trimestre tenemos que escribir un informal email y vamos a ver adverbios para poder mejorar nuestra forma de expresarnos cuando escribimos y sacar mejor nota. Luego veremos eso en otro video, pero en este vamos a centrarnos en los adverbios. En esta unidad vamos a ver tres tipos de adverbios: de modo, de expresión o opinión, y también de grado. El primero es de manner o modo. Y eso describe cómo lo has hecho. How did you do it? So we have, for example, please speak slowly, speak loudly, speak fast, speak quickly, so that I can understand you. Eso describe cómo has hecho la acción. It goes at the end of a clause. So, a ver si tengo un ejemplo aquí. Luego habrá unos ejemplos. Pero eso va al final de clase, de cláusula. So, for example, he plays the guitar. He plays the guitar beautifully. Adverbs of comment son nuestras opiniones. So, imagínate, digo, pues con suerte vamos a tener un examen fácil. Hopefully we'll have an easy exam. Eso va al principio de la frase con una coma. Desafortunadamente, soy bastante tímido cuando se trata de hablar. Unfortunately, I'm quite shy. And finally, we have adverbs of degree. Eso da la información sobre la intensidad de un adjetivo o un adverbio. So eso va adelante un adjetivo o un adverbio. For example, difficult, un adjetivo. It's difficult for me to pronounce English words. It's quite difficult. It's very difficult. It's really difficult. It's kind of difficult. So hay varias formas de hacerlo. Y fijaros, adverbs. En principio dijimos manner, ¿no? So, for example, she plays the piano. She plays the piano beautifully. She plays the piano softly, terribly. Va al final de la frase. La cláusula. Ojo. ¿Vale? La cláusula. Subject-verb agreement, beautifully. Y también con los intensity. For example, the exam was difficult. The exam was pretty difficult. It was really difficult. It was extremely difficult. Eso va adelante el adjetivo, el adverbio. A bit difficult, rather difficult. Volvemos aquí. Y aquí tenemos un par de ejemplos de cómo podemos hacerlo. So, tenemos dos adverbios y tenemos que ponerlos en la frase. So, I was surprised to see that Holly could play the guitar. So, tenemos play the guitar, pues tenemos well y quite. Quite es uno de esos de grado, entonces va adelante un adverbio o un adjetivo. Y well es un adverbio de modo, an adverb of manner. And that describes how something is done. So here, there's only really two options. So I was quite surprised. I was quite surprised to see that Holly could play the guitar well. So play the guitar well, beautifully, nicely, whatever. I was quite surprised, really surprised. Ignore la segunda parte. We smiled, but we felt disappointed. Sonreímos, pero nos sentimos bastante decepcionados. So politely and slightly. Intensificador slightly. Politely sería modo, como hacemos algo. So, ¿cómo sonreímos? Sonreímos con mucho cortés, ¿no? We smiled politely, but we felt slightly disappointed. ¿Vale? Smiled detrás de la cláusula, or politely, perdón, and we felt slightly, really, very disappointed. They did the job, although it was difficult. Hicieron el trabajo, aunque fuera difícil. So, they did the job, although it was difficult. So, extremely, o eso es de grado, eso va delante un adverbio o un adjetivo, y perfectly, como un adverbio de modo, me parece. So, they did the job. How did they do the job? They did the job perfectly, although it was extremely difficult. The teacher was impressed with the project. So here we have luckily. Eso es como una opinión, ¿no? Yo estimo que hemos tenido suerte. So this always goes at the beginning. Fortunately, unfortunately, normally, personally, luckily. So luckily, the teacher was impressed with our project. Un adjetivo, un adverbio, impressed. A little impressed? No, very impressed. Luckily, the teacher was very impressed with the project. Everyone will arrive home. Muy bien. ¿Cómo van a llegar a casa? Sanos y salvos. Safely. And hopefully, eso es como mi opinión, va al principio de todo. So, I hope everyone will arrive home safely, or hopefully, comma, everyone will arrive home safely. I'm nervous, but I'll try to wait. Right, so nervous is an adjective. Right, so maybe I could put an intensifier before it. And I'll try to wait. Okay, so we have a bit, patiently. Now, would I say patiently I'm nervous? No. Can I wait patiently? Yes, I can. How about I'm a bit nervous, but I'll try to wait patiently. So those are the three adverbs we'll be using. I'm going to give you a little assignment here from the workbook. And here what we have to do is, it says choose 2 words that can be added to each sentence. So of these 3, only 2 can be chosen. So we were upset, mosqueado, enfadado, molesto, puede tener muchos significados. It's negative. When we heard the terrible news. So uno de esos no encaja. Wait, eso es bastante negativo y patiently es positivo. Por tanto, tenemos que utilizar obviously and really. Patiently, no sé dónde ponemos ahí. How can we do it? Well, we have really, so by modificar algo, an intensifier, so it needs to be an adjective or an adverb. We were upset. We were really upset. Okay. And obviously, that's kind of like a comment or an opinion. It was obvious. We were upset. Instead of saying it was obvious, we were upset, you can say, obviously, we were really upset when we heard the news. It's difficult for me to walk. All right. It's difficult for me to walk. Me cuesta andar. That's a negative sentence. Bastante negativo, ¿no? So aquí, quite, podemos meter ahí. Quickly, sí. Fortunately, afortunadamente, no, es que no va ahí. Porque es positivo es negativo. So, we're going to use these 2. Quite and quickly. Adverb of degree, adverb of manner. You know that the adverbs of manner go after the clause with the verb. Walk quickly. And quite goes before adjectives and adverbs. My adjective here is difficult. So it's quite difficult for me to walk quickly. All right. I don't like this one. I'm going to skip it. No me gusta ese ejemplo. Lo vamos a dejar porque tiene highly, que es un poco chungo. And mira, ya tenemos esos aquí. So, our waiter was rather unpleasant. Yo elegí highly. Es eso que es un poco difícil. Badly no encaja. Y unfortunately, porque es mi opinión. Negativo, negativo. So, unfortunately, desafortunadamente, nuestro camarero era muy desagradable. Unpleasant es desagradable. You can say highly, rather, really. Pero highly solo se puede poner con una palabra. So, sí, cuidado con esto. Yo no lo utilizaría. I was surprised that he could play the piano. Eso es otro que me parece un poco tonto. I was quite surprised that he could play the piano a bit, a little, well. En fin. Esos son los 3 adverbios que vamos a esperar ver en nuestro writing. Luego veremos un email, un informal email, vamos a decir, en otro video y cómo podemos hacerlo para sacar un 10 en ese examen.